What's up to Lion Talk Live? We love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Rakestraw, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Do Crew? This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
All right, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. We are starting a little bit early today, Sunday, a week before the NFL games for the Detroit Lions actually kick off. We all get it a week from now. A week from now in the evening, the Detroit Lions are going to face the LA Rams, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, the whole shebang-a-bang, and everybody's waiting for it. Everybody's pumped for it, the whole thing. So I get it, but we're also going to talk about today some of the biggest reasons for the Detroit Lions have optimism in the defensive side of the football, and that's going to be with the no-fly zone. As we all know, Detroit Lions have a whole lot of young talent in the secondary. Whether you're talking about Ife Melifonwu, Kirby Joseph, Brandon Joseph, Lawrence Strickland, Terrion Arnold, Enos Rakestraw, whoever you want to throw out there, they got a whole lot of very good young talent, and we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive on that today. Real quick, though, just to let you guys know, can only go for about 25 minutes today. Can't go past that at all. Got to get the kiddo out of here, heading back to home for getting ready for school and stuff like that. So got to get everything ready. Her summer vacation here is donezo, so we got to get her home. All right, real quick before we get into that, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We're about, 20-some subs, 30 subs, whatever it is, somewhere in that range, 22 subs away from hitting 7,700 subs. So if you can help out, that would be great. Also, real quick, take a half second of time, free of charge, help the channel out, hit that thumbs up button, that like button. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get this thing going, not waste any more time. We're going to go with the 5 headlines now and then get into the main topic of the day. All right, 5 headlines now. Let's jump into it. Matt Stafford, not on NFL Legends' top 5 quarterbacks list, but a former Ram is. This is from SI.com, LA division, story by John Robertson. So let's go ahead and pull this up. It's not going to be a big piece, but hey, when I saw this, I thought, man, it kind of almost made me laugh a little bit. So let's see if I can get this queued up, get it going, and have a little quick chat. If I can get it to play. All right, hold on. And, of course, everything's spinning and trying to load right when you want it to go. Well, hey, maybe it's not going to load. So, all right, we'll just go off of that and then come back to it another time. Oops, there we go. So, anyways, what it was is Donovan McNabb was asked by a couple local reporters in L.A. who he would list as his top 5 quarterbacks. And surprisingly, Matt Stafford, since he's in LA, right outside the Rams facility, is not listed as an NFL top 5 quarterback. Who is, though? Of course, you probably already guessed it, Jared Goff. And he goes through a lot of reasonings why Goff and the other people in the quarterback list, the Patrick Mahomes, et cetera, Joe Burrows, are in the top 5. And I thought he had some real good thought process behind Goff. He lists his leadership, how he's developed, the situation he's in with the Detroit Lions. He does talk briefly about the Detroit Lions, in his opinion, being one of the front runners in the NFC to potentially win this thing. So if you want, go ahead and check it out. You can go ahead and Google it. Basically, just put in this headline description, and you'll find the story. James Houston gives Detroit Lions, quote, completely different flavor, pass rusher. This is from Yahoo Sports, and I agree. You have the Aiden Hutchinsons. You have some of the other guys, Davenport, but you guys all know if you watch the channel, James Houston is somebody I think is very unique and rare. And I think, yes, he gives the Lions a real lot of possibilities for when he is going to be used. Is he going to be an every down guy? Probably not, is what I'm getting out of the coaching staff this year. But maybe he steps up. Maybe he gets a bigger role in time. We'll have to wait and see. Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions might have broken the 49ers with off-season spending spree. This is from the Detroit Free Press and Dave Burkett. Sorry, I didn't get the name on there. But Burkett does an analysis about how Brad Holmes spent whatever it was, $500 million this offseason on the Detroit Lions players, keeping their own players, and how that basically forced the Dallas Cowboys, the San Francisco 49ers, into the same situation, even though they weren't in as good of a cap situation as your Detroit Lions. So could have been Brad Holmes helped himself out, helped the Detroit Lions out by taking care of their own talent and forcing other teams to have to do the same. I think there's probably a lot of truth to it. Lions general manager reveals team's warning on wide receiver Jameson Williams. The heavy story by Nathan Doherty. So what this is, and most of you guys probably saw the presser on Thursday with Brad Holmes, but this story basically dives into a little bit of a warning he gave to the NFL regarding Jameson Williams, how it may have actually been a very good thing that his first season was kind of lost to the ACL, how his second year put him through a little tumultuous situations with a tough situation where, he had the gambling issue to start the year, had to sit out a few games, how that burned through him, and how it forced him to grow up. Yeah, he also had the situation where he did some video at a boxing match or whatever. But all those things are indications of a younger, inexperienced, less mature, I guess you'd say, Jameson Williams. Brad Holmes goes on and says, in the article, in the story, in the interview, if you want to go back and watch it, how much this guy has matured on the field. But like we've also talked, grown up as a person, he thinks Jameson Williams is going to have a real big year this year for the Lions. All right, last of the 5 headlines now. Detroit Lions fan survey, confidence in coaching staff, best offseason moves, and more. This is from The Athletic and our friend Colton Policy over at The Athletic. But basically, hey, if you're a Lions fan, you probably realistically have not lived to see a time when this franchise was more well-regarded, had higher praise and marks across the board from inside the NFL, other franchises, or the national media, let alone the fan base. So, yeah, you want to check it out. Probably something you already knew about the Detroit Lions. They are right now one of the NFL's best teams. All right, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on to the main topic of the day. All right, main topic of the day, no-fly zone. Is it a real thing? Will it be indeed a real thing for the Detroit Lions this year? And my answer is yes. I think while there are a lot of young players on this team, and we all get it, the secondary is one of the tougher spots in the NFL in football to learn to play, and especially at this level, just the amount of talent you have on the offensive side, all the rules that favor the offensive players, not just the wide receivers, the tight ends, the quarterbacks, etc. But when you look at how the Lions secondary is constructed, think about the guys. Brian Branch, second-year guy, should be pretty good. Was pretty good last year, should be better this year. Kirby Joseph entering year 3. We all get it. He is one of the NFL's better players in single high coverage and going sideline to sideline, playing the deep routes, keeping the ball in front of him, keeping players in front of him, and making plays on it. Ife Melifonwu kind of was thought of as maybe a player that wouldn't pan out prior to about halfway through last season. But then what happened halfway through last season? He got put in the starting role. Tracy Walker, great Lion for a long time, even a captain, was put on the bench, and the defense did make a rise in productivity last year. He got a couple of key picks, noticeably one at Minnesota that sealed the Lions' first divisional crown in a gajillion years. We all know the story, but if he made that play, among others. So now you add in, Rakestraw, Arnold, and some other good young components. We did a story on Brandon Joseph, another good young guy. Lauren Strickland, another good young secondary player with some real versatility. What you're starting to see is, yes, there's the Carlton Davises. Yes, there's the Amik Robinsons, a couple of guys that are a little bit more veteran that can help out. But the core of this secondary, the no-fly zone, is very young, very athletic, very physical in their ability to play against the run as well. One of the things that has probably hurt the Lions in past years is they're just having guys that can do both play the run and help out against pass, especially in man-to-man principles. And I think there's a real strong case to be made this year. Lions could have one of the best, if not the best, man-to-man secondaries in the entire NFL. I think you'll probably see some bumps in the road, first quarter of the season. But by the time we get to the halfway point of the year, it's my guess you're going to see the Lions secondary be one of the more feared ones in the league. And that's going to be a culmination of things. One, how talented they are, but also the type of defense this will allow Aaron Glenn to incorporate in the front four, let alone the front seven, getting after quarterbacks, keeping rushing lanes for mobile quarterbacks at bay, and putting constant pressure to where quarterbacks have to throw on the run into tight windows against man coverage while getting hit. And eventually, I think we all know what will happen. Yes, they'll hit a few plays here and there, but also, how many times do you think a pass will get tipped that will get picked? How often do you think that pass, because they're constantly getting hit throughout the game and having to scramble to the right or the left, will have to throw and maybe be a little off target? Well, some of those passes be a little behind, a little high, etc. You get the gist. But what do you think about these guys? I'm going to say this right here, right now. It's my anticipation both Arnold and Rakestraw will have very good seasons this year. I do think Arnold will have the potential to get somewhere between 3 to 5 interceptions this year. I think Rakestraw will maybe not a starting role unless injuries dictate that, hey, maybe he has to step up. I think he's going to be one of the more prized sub players in the secondary in the entire NFL. You watch him so far in the OTAs, in the preseason, everything you can get on him, he is sticky good. And what he brings to a team built around man-to-man principles and defense, I think it'll be a lot like the, say, 85 Bears, or maybe the defenses of the, and I know this is going back 1,000 years, right? Going back to like the the Raiders of the early 80s as well. You could maybe make a statement that the Baltimore Ravens of the early 2000s were another defense that were just built around constant pressure, constant changes in the secondaries, switching from man to zone, making quarterbacks confused. And I think you'll see a lot of those same principles here in Detroit. All right, we're going to get over to the comments section and see what the Do Crew has to say. Again, I do have to cut out here in about, say 13 to 15 minutes. So I want to get as many as you guys in as can. We'll try to get another show up later today for you guys. But I got to take care of the kiddo first. Dad duties. You guys all know the drill. So, all right, let's go ahead and head on over there, get over there to you guys and see what your thoughts are. All right, Do Crew, let's see. Jason, greetings and salutations to the Lions Talk Live believers, ! This is our time, Superdome or bust, 1,000%, and I agree with you all the way. Jason, hope you're having a great day. Hatman, good morning, Dan and the Motley Do Crew. Woo! And good morning to you, Hatman. JDC, morning all. Bo, woo! Bo, air traffic control crew is enforcing the no-fly zone, ! Oh, yeah. Stephanie, good morning, boys! ! Kids are asleep, and I'm being lazy just listening in. 1 week to go, 100%. And man, I got later today, I'll be unveiling, I guess you could say, the link for next Sunday night's game. If you guys want to join the Do Crew and be a part of it on the live cast. Jason, slow start to a strong finish by Michigan yesterday. I heard they did well. I didn't really get to watch it as much, but I watched a little bit here and there. Heard they did not look great, but you know what? First game of the season, not everybody's going to look good there, or at least as good as they will by the end of the season. See, Matthew Greens, salutations. Good morning, everyone. Superdome, Super Bowl. Woo, woo, woo. Sheila loves that. Woo! In the early morning dew. There you go. And you know what? I think you might be trying to foretell me something, so just for you guys. There you go. We'll give you a Sheila. Clark was out late last night. Going to need a lot of coffee to keep me up for the show. Well, hey, hopefully you got yourself some coffee. And yeah, hopefully you had a pretty good time last night. Dennis, good morning. Dan and the Do Crew, back at you. Man, just sitting here on this beautiful Sunday morning, drinking my coffee and waiting for the show to start. Well, come on in, kick back, relax. Big Eddie, what do you got? Greetings, sanitation, everyone. I worry about how young we are in the secondary. Stafford is going to try to light them boys up. Yeah, if I'm Sean McVay, if I'm Matt Stafford, I do want to go after the secondary a lot. And some of that's going to be, can they really generate enough blocking with the offensive line, especially with so many guys out of position, having to play out of position? I think they're going to be forced to be one-dimensional because the Detroit defense is going to make them very one-dimensional. So, yes, I think next week the Rams are going to move the ball. I also think they're going to probably be set up for a couple turnovers here and there. We'll see what shakes out. I think it'll be a great test for the secondary and the defense as a whole. Let's see, a great way to start the season, I should say. Dennis, next Sunday, Lions football, go Lions 100%. Yes, 1 week away from today. Bo, thumbs up, everybody. Please, por favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys all get it. See, AJ Buchanan, good morning. Duke Crew, back at you. Dennis, we will win. I believe so. I think we're going to win by 20-plus points. That's my personal opinion. See, Bo, it's hard to hit a wide receiver from your back. There you go. Yeah, if you lay him down on the ground, yeah, if he puts Stafford through the floor, yeah, he might not be able to hit any wide receivers. Trump, go America, land of the free. There you go. We'll go with the free. We'll go with that. Dennis, man, I can't wait. You can't wait. Yes, 1 week to go. Imagine we get to next Friday, next Saturday, just how everything's going to build up this week. France, good day all. Who will have the larger impact? Question mark, Arnold or Rakestraw? For now, I'm going to go Arnold, but I think both of them have the potential to be real good in this system. And how fast they pick things up, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but they are going to get a big test, each of them, all of the secondary week 1, because we all get it. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Stafford. I mean, you've got some weapons for LA to play with. Doug, hey, all, good morning. Anyone else pumped up? I got to imagine we all are, Doug, and good morning to you too. See, Dennis, watch that Michigan game. Even though we won, I was disappointed. Okay, it happens, man. I mean, but again, it is week 1. You got a whole new coach, well, mostly an all-new coaching staff in place. So a lot of changes going on, a lot of time going to be required to get everybody there, but I think in time they'll be okay. Not going to predict they'll win a national championship again, but I think they'll be pretty good after a while. See, Darcy, Michigan did not look great to me. It happens. Yeah, I know some people were pretty disappointed with them. I'd see Burger Time next Sunday. Quest begins. Good morning, Duke Crew and Dan the Man. Let's go Super Bowl or bust 100%. And back at you, Bergs. Thanks for all you always do for the channel. See, Matthew, good morning, Burger Time. I'll agree. See, Jess, anyone know if Arnold is all healed up? I believe so. Yeah, I think he got in one practice last week with the team before they took, the mini vacation off. They should be getting back at it today. And then tomorrow forward, all eyes are on the LA Rams in opening night. So we'll get more details. My guess is by Tuesday, but my guess is he's good to go. Papa Noel, let us just see how strong this defense can be. Exclamation point. I believe it will be very good. I think so, too. I think it will be highly assertive, highly aggressive. That's one of the problems I've had in the past with the defense is how passive it could be. Late last year and the season before, kind of later in the year, they became more aggressive. And consequently, at least in my humble opinion, they became a lot more successful. Is that still you? Good morning. Love U of M. One Pride. Back at you. Is that still you? Hopefully having a great morning, my friend. See, Quentin, greetings and salutations. What is good all? Okay, here, I think some of these players may struggle for a moment, but by the playoffs, we good? Yeah, I think you're right. Over time, they should all get more gelled together, know each other better. Unlike the offense, which mostly has everybody back in from the prior season, let alone the prior 2 seasons, the defense does have a lot of new parts. A lot of new people having to learn terminology, how to play together, tendencies with each other, plus the coaching staff. So, yeah, I'm expecting a few struggles early before they kind of iron that out. Voltron Force, who leads the team in picks? Oh, man. That's a good question. I guess, just to kind of play off the thumbnail, let's go with Arnold this year, a rookie. I know that'd be something, but let's go with that for now. Dave Bing, good morning. Back at you. Dennis, hit that like button coming in. Oh, well, thank you for that. And yeah, everybody watching, pretty please do that. See, Miles Margaret, Greens Sanitations Coach and Duke Crew. It's almost season, and I'm ready for it. Yes, I got to imagine everybody's done with the previews, the talks. Hey, it's been 5 months, whatever it's been, 6 months since we last seen them play, a real game at least. I think now we're all pretty jittery. We're all pretty pumped. Talking to some of the neighbors, they came over for the Alex's birthday party yesterday. A lot of them are huge Lions fans and, go to the games. Yeah, they're pretty stoked. They're pretty jacked up for this. See, Phil, good morning, crew. Back at you. Phil, a lot of blowout games yesterday. Not that much fun to watch. Yeah, that's pretty consistent with the opening day for college football. I know there were a couple good ones, but yeah, there are definitely a lot of blowouts. See, Dave, good morning all. Back at you. Phil, hello, Dave. Shane, morning. Dennis, a little early, mister. There we go. Yeah, we had to start a little early so we could try to get as much of the show in as possible for you guys. I'd say, Bo, getting the worm today, Coach. Yeah, getting the worm. There we go. Let's see. Shane worked all night, sleep for me. All right, we'll try to get some sleep and rest on up. Thomas, so excited to see how much better our D is going to be. If they stay healthy, the league is in trouble. So that's one thing we're the neighbors and I were talking about yesterday, Thomas, is one of the guys. I mean, they're all Lions fans, but not everybody watches it and pays as much attention as say you or me or whatever else. So we were talking about just the Lions secondary, and I do think it's one of the deepest secondaries in the whole league. You just look at the cornerback room. Now you look at the safety position. It's going to be tough to find a team that has as much depth across the board in the secondary. I think that was done very intentionally by Brad Holmes and Aaron Glenn, Dan Campbell, and et cetera, because they knew at times injuries are going to happen. People are going to get nicked up, and they don't want a dramatic drop-off in the abilities of the defense. So wait and see, but I think it's going to be pretty good. Dennis, Lion of the Day, Kevin Glover. Yeah, I was always sad when they let him go. I thought that was a bad move for that early 90s Lions team. Burger Time finally ready to put Stafford to bed for good. Jared Goff. Yeah, here we go. The tiebreaker game. They're currently 1-1 against each other since the trade. Whoever gets this one survives the steel cage death match, I believe. So we'll see what it shakes out. JK, greens, salutations, hard Mountain Dew crew. Have you tried, Dan? I have not yet. Maybe I'll have to do that today. Since I don't really have a whole lot going on tomorrow. Stock exchange is closed, and there won't be as many people looking to view homes tomorrow. Phil, lovely to have your daughter for some time. Yeah, it's been nice, man. And I also get, Tuesday school starts, so she's got to get back. Let's see, Miles Margaret. Dang, Shane, hope you get some R&R today, 100%. Shane says, thanks. Dennis, Shane, you need a vacation. Hey, don't we all? Let's see, Burger Time. Good morning, Matt Hatman. Hey, Dan, what did you think about those catches I sent you yesterday? I guess I'll have to check them out. I'll check them out. See, Mr. Nico, the first 2 games of the season will let the NFL know if the Lions are going to be that team or they should be worried about. Yeah, we'll have to pay attention. If you go through the first, I've told you guys before, I think we're going to start the season 8-0. If you do anything near that, I think you've caught the attention of most of the rest of the league. Ken, what do you got? Good morning, Danny, Dew, and the Dew crew. Exclamation points. Are we ready for some football? Question marks. Oh, yeah. Woo! And you know what? Just for you. All right. Ken made me smile, Coach. I have the same problem. Sometime talking to a tough attitude. There you go. All right, I'll go with that. All the above there, Kenny, and I agree. See, JK, Grandpa Kirby Joseph. There you go. Third year, and he's the grandpa. Let's see, Ken, love the show and all you do. Thanks for that, Ken. Thank you very much, man. I try to make it entertaining for you guys, and hopefully you guys all enjoy being here. See, Michael Green, salutations, do crew! Exclamation points. Super Bowl or bust, one pride. Woo, woo! And good morning, Michael. Ron, get ready to roar the Lions. Just real 103. I'll go with that 103%, 100%. I think we're going to be that kind of team this season. I think there's some potential for us to really blow out a lot of teams. We'll see if I'm right, though. All right, Derek, good morning, coach and crew. When do you think Mosley will be back, and will he make a difference? Difference, yes. Now, here's the big thing. If he doesn't have surgery with a torn pec, from at least, this isn't my area of expertise, but I would say he'd be back right around just before, maybe on Thanksgiving. If he has surgery, then I'm guessing he's not back till about the middle of December. So it is possible to recover from it without the surgery. It just really comes down to how bad that tear is. So to me, it will be a big tell if he's had it or not. So just a thought there, Derek. Amy, good morning. Dan and the Duke crew, exclamation points. Saw the U of M game. Nice win by our Wolverines. Can't wait for our Lions next week. Next week. Fabulous. And it'll be a fabulous week. It'll be a great way to round out the weekend, kicking back, watching all the other teams throughout the day, and then ending the day with the Lions and the Rams. See, and good morning, Amy. Dennis, we will have 20-50, but okay. Ken, no one will run on us. I agree with that. Steel, what up, though? Curtain. Hey, I like that. The steel, what up, though? Curtain. Well, we might have to use that one. Dennis, INTs. Ooh, okay. 20-15 INTs. All right. About 45 sacks. I'll take that for the season. That'd be a pretty productive season. Amy, checked out your book, Kajora. The reviews are. Yes, they are. They are. They're there, I guess. Let's see. Joseph, what do you got? all the way from Miami. Let's go, Dan. Let's go, Joseph, and hopefully having a great day. Let's go, Lions. DM5, Lions 31, Rams 17. I will take that. It's not, I'm hoping more for like a 50-point win, but you know what? Hey, a win is a win, and I would take it. I would take that big time. And good morning to you, too, DM5. Jesse would have got a lot of hype for the secondary, sort of like last year. What is the saying? The best player trait is availability. Just saying, yeah, as long as they stay healthy, we should be pretty good. And the one thing I did mention earlier is I think they invested so much in the secondary for the depth, just in case we do run into some injuries, it doesn't tank the performance of the defense. Let's see, Joseph, let's go Lions, 100% back at you. Miles, you're right, Jess. There you go. Amy, Dan, I checked out your book and wrote, Kajora, I definitely will be ordering it. So many 5-star reviews, looks amazing. Reviewers couldn't say enough and wanted another book. You only wrote one book. There's 9 altogether. The next one gets, what do you want to say, released next year. So there you go, Amy. And thanks for that, by the way. Miles, good morning. Joseph, at 1 prime, 100%. Shane Branch leads in picks. I'll go with that. I'll take that, 100%. See, Man Bear, greetings, Detroit. Back at you. Trump, Captain Jack for INTs. Now that would be different, but I would take that. Dr. Detroit, any word on Parsons? Just what I put out there yesterday, but I don't really think there's much to it. I don't think there's much chance we trade for him, let alone, we make a move. It just doesn't seem like a Brad Holmes type of deal to me. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Tommy, what do you got? From Wilson Saleem, North Carolina, go Lions. Well, good morning to you, too. And yes, make it a Lions type day. Trump, no on Parsons, too much capital. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Dr. Detroit, let's hope Captain Jack improves this season and lives up to the hype. I agree with that. T-Bones, Lokes, what do you got? You were right, Coach, because Holmes said that the team is built to be good in November. I agree, yeah. Give them time to gel, develop, improve, and get ready for the meat of the season. See, Dr. Detroit, we don't need the capital. There we go. We need to win. Correct. I'll go with that. See, Miles, please like, share, copy. You don't have to send it, but it still counts good for the channel. Yeah, all that stuff, if you can do it for the channel, I'd be real thankful. And hopefully we can get another 20-plus subs today and hit the 7,700. Bo, happy trails to y'all. All done and dusted. See y'all tomorrow. We'll see you then. Ed, good morning, Coach and Duke crew. I love the chat with how Broski Bear. Yeah, Broski usually doesn't seem to come in on Sundays because he's at church. All right. See you, Hatman. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. Back at you. JK, hello, Just Cruise. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I gave you guys about a half hour, but I got to take care of the kiddo and get her home so she can get ready for school, all that kind of stuff. If there is some sort of breaking news later today and I'm back around, I'll get it over to you. Otherwise, if you would be so kind, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys hit all the buttons if you want. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be kind to others. Do something nice for someone you don't know. And we'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Have a great day, everybody.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.